Welcome to WordCraft English, your haven for learning beautiful, natural English. Today, we're stepping back in time into a world of elegance, romance, and royalty. We'll be learning English expressions through a scene inspired by the enchanting life of a Spanish princess. Imagine grand palaces, whispered secrets, and heartfelt emotions. Let's begin our journey. Our first scene opens in a sun-drenched palace garden. The princess, adorned in silk, is speaking with her loyal lady-in-waiting. Her heart is heavy, and she says, "My heart longs for home, for the familiar scent of orange blossoms." Let's look at that beautiful phrase. Longs for. This means to have a very strong wish or desire for something, especially something you miss. It's much more poetic than just saying "I want" or "I miss." You could say, "He longs for the days of his youth." Or after a long trip, "I long for my own bed." It expresses a deep emotional craving. Notice the gentleness in her voice. This phrase is perfect for expressing a deep, sentimental feeling. Now, let's watch the next part of their conversation. The lady-in-waiting, trying to comfort the princess, replies, "Your Highness, you must hold your head high. You represent the strength of your kingdom." The idiom "hold your head high" is a wonderful expression. It means to be proud and confident, even in a difficult situation. You don't let shame or sadness show. For example, even though they lost the game, the team held their heads high. Or, she faced the criticism with courage and held her head high. It's about maintaining dignity and self-respect, a truly royal sentiment. Wouldn't you agree? Later, we see the princess in the grand ballroom. A charming foreign prince approaches her. He bows and says, "Princess, your grace and poise leave me at a loss for words." What a romantic line. At a loss for words means you are so surprised, amazed, or even shocked that you don't know what to say. It's as if the words have completely escaped you. You might say, "When I saw the surprise party, I was at a loss for words," or "The beauty of the Grand Canyon left me at a loss for words." It's a powerful way to describe being speechless. The princess, blushing slightly, responds, "Your flattery is kind, but my duty comes first." Let's focus on the phrase "comes first." This is a very common and useful expression. It means that something is the most important priority, more important than anything else. You could tell a friend, when you're driving, safety comes first. Or a parent might say, "For me, my family's well-being always comes first." It clearly states what your main priority is in any situation. The princess is showing her strength and commitment to her royal responsibilities. In our final scene for today, the princess is writing a letter by candlelight. She writes, "Though we are worlds apart, you are always in my thoughts." The phrase "worlds apart" is a beautifully descriptive idiom. It can mean being very far away from someone physically, like in this letter. But it can also be used to describe people who are very different in their ideas, backgrounds, or lifestyles. For example, although they were brothers, their political views were worlds apart. It emphasizes a great distance or a significant difference between two things or people. It adds a layer of drama and emotion, doesn't it? Let's review the 5 wonderful expressions we've learned today. First, to long for something, meaning to have a strong desire for it. Second, to hold your head high, which means to stay proud and confident. Then we had at a loss for words, for when you're too amazed to speak. Our 4th phrase was comes first, used to state your top priority. And finally, worlds apart, describing a great distance or difference. Try to use one of these in a sentence this week. Maybe you long for a quiet evening, or perhaps your best friend's taste in music is worlds apart from yours. Practice brings confidence. Learning English can be a beautiful and inspiring journey, much like the stories we watch. By connecting with characters and emotions, the language becomes more than just words. It becomes a part of your own story. Each new phrase is a key that unlocks a new way to express yourself, to share your feelings, and to connect with the world around you. So keep your passion for learning alive and remember that every small step is progress. The path to fluency is built one word, one phrase, one story at a time. Thank you for learning with WordCraft English. I hope you enjoyed our royal lesson today. Keep practicing, stay curious, and let the beauty of language inspire you. Please consider subscribing for more lessons like this. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Welcome to WordCraft English. Today we're stepping into a world of elegance and romance to learn some beautiful English expressions. We'll be watching a scene inspired by the life of a Spanish princess, a story filled with duty, heart, and destiny. Let's immerse ourselves in this majestic setting and discover the power of words. Imagine a grand palace hall bathed in golden afternoon light. A young princess, adorned in silk, stands by a towering window, gazing out at the royal gardens. Her lady-in-waiting approaches, her expression a mix of concern and respect. Let's watch their conversation. Your Highness, the royal emissary awaits. It is a matter of great importance. Thank you, Isabella. But my heart is heavy today. Princess, you carry the weight of a kingdom on your shoulders. It is only natural to feel this way. It is not the kingdom that weighs on me, but the path laid before me. I long for a life of my own choosing. A powerful scene, isn't it? Let's break down some of the wonderful phrases they used. First, the lady-in-waiting says, "It is a matter of great importance." This is a formal and elegant way to say something is very serious or significant. For example, you might say, "Securing the trade agreement is a matter of great importance for our country." It adds a sense of gravity and urgency. Next, the princess confesses, "My heart is heavy." This beautiful idiom means she feels sad or burdened with sorrow. It's a very poetic way to express deep sadness. You could use it in your own life, like after hearing the news, "My heart was heavy all day." It paints a vivid picture of emotional weight. Then we hear the phrase, "Carry the weight of a kingdom on your shoulders." This is a variation of the idiom to carry the weight of the world on one's shoulders. which means to feel responsible for huge, overwhelming problems. In this context, it perfectly describes the princess's immense duties. For instance, a CEO might feel like they carry the weight of the company on their shoulders. Finally, the princess expresses a deep desire. I long for a life of my own choosing. The phrase "too long for" means to have a very strong wish or desire for something, especially something you cannot have easily. It's much more evocative than just saying "I want." For example, he longed for the days of his youth. It conveys a sense of deep yearning and nostalgia. The second part, a life of my own choosing, means a life where she can make her own decisions, free from the obligations placed upon her. It's a powerful expression of seeking personal freedom and autonomy. Now, let's watch another part of their conversation as the princess considers her future. I understand, Your Highness. But to be destined for greatness is both a blessing and a curse, perhaps. But this arranged marriage feels more like a gilded cage than a blessed union. Give it time. Love may yet blossom in the most unexpected of places. I must hold on to that hope. It is all I have. Try to use one of these phrases this week. Perhaps you can write a short journal entry or share a thought with a friend using one of them. Thank you for learning with WordCraft English. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.